What? Alright, so we're back with another video, and I'm going to be showing you most broken builds for Battle Royale, and this video is going to include the Cupid's bow, which I had to go trade for. It's actually took me a while because it is actually very expensive, but anyways, it's going to include the Cupid's bow because I'm going to be showing you every single build that you can make with Cupid's bow that is pretty much broken for BR and will win you every game like 90% of the time. So yeah, if you get Cupid's bow, it's just an automatic win. Before we actually get into the video, there's a few things you should probably know. One being, I'm gonna show you all of the builds, and then I'll be using them in BR and showing you that they work in the same video. But I'm gonna try to get the video in under 25 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But if not, and you're just here to cut through and skip and see the builds, I mean, you can do that as well, but it's not as nice, you know? I feel like you should stick around to the end. But with that being said, I'm gonna just jump straight into the video, no cuts or anything like that.
I know what you're probably thinking. They reverted the E move on Cupid's arrow, or the rain, if you didn't know. As you can see, it doesn't apply stun. Like how, see, like they dummy stun, but with this, they're not stun at all. So to fix that, we're going to be using fruits that imply days, or just broken combos that will make this true even without stun. So I'm going to show you all the builds that I've came up with, and we're going to be using them in BR to see how broken they are. So for this first build, we're going to be using 𝐾𝐸2. It's very unlikely you get this in BR, but if you do, this may be the build that you want to use.
Alright, for this first one, we're using 𝐾𝐸2 because it's easy axable. I already have it 𝐿. So I named all of these builds, by the way. All the builds, this build and the upcoming builds. This one, I believe, I called it Sunshot because of, you know, the Cupid ring and Pika. But I know the names are kind of corny, but I'll link them all in the description with the builds and the stats that I'm using if you want to just go ahead and cut and skip through the video.
So max stacks is 1,725. So we're gonna have to make a build around that. And let's see how many stats we have in general. Like as you can see, we have 1,947. And that's not even max level yet, but that is a lot of stats compared to BR's 1,725. So let's make sure we use those BR stats and not our in-game stats. Alright, so we're gonna go and test out this combo. So I'm gonna say we get our in one trade. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna use the E move, and hopefully when our days, the plan is to shoot the bow down. Because as you can see, you cannot use it in the air, which gives us a lot of diversity for what we want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 500 damage just like that. But that's not including what else we can do. We can, let's say they guard, like we can guard break them as well. I mean, I think that might work. Let's say we guard break zone, right? Oh, they are stunned. Oh, but they can PB that really easily, so you gotta be careful with that. Let's say we guard break, they're stunned. Oh, it's still true like that. Okay, so that's good to know. So that's a true combo. You can guard break, and then you can use the Cupid arrow, or if they get guard break properly. Cupid arrow. Okay, so it's not that bad. The nerfs aren't that bad. The nerfs aren't stopping us. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do this. Keep it go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can, you can mix it up after that. But I'll say that overall, that combo does 500 damage every time you do it. And they cool down on Cupid's ring and the Starlight Rapier are very low. So, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure you can use this. Like it goes through block unless they block backwards. But assuming they don't know that, you can raw the base damage. That's still 500 damage right there, nearly 600 with just rawing it. So I'd say this build is pretty broken for this. And that's not even to mention, we still have our light kick and things like that. That is 90 uncharged, charged up. That's 246. Let's see where our light is. Doesn't do that much damage, but I'll say this is better than doing no damage at all. Yeah, I kind of like this build. I'll say this build isn't bad, but it's gonna. But like I said, getting Pika V2, the likelihood of getting that in Cupid's BR, very hard. So good luck with that. But this is definitely an option that we can have. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next fruit.
Okay, for this one, we're going to be using Yomi with the Cupid's bow. So we're going to go ahead and call that Yorin because, you know, the Yo from Yomi and the Rin from Rain. No coincidence there. The reason why this build is broken is, it's pretty obvious. I'm about to show you in a sec, but it's because of this right here. The chilling stun. The chilling right here, it guard breaks and it stuns them, which allows us to make the Cupid's rain true. Okay, for the stats, you want to make sure before you do anything, you use the ability. So put 120 into Devil Fruit, then reset, use the ability. And then you're going to go 725 health, 250 stam, and then 660 gun and 65 in Devil Fruit because you don't really need any of those other moves. So after that, here's the combo or the build that we're going to be doing, or the combo.
So they're guard broken. That looked like it was true. So we're gonna go with that combo. We're gonna do E, this, shotgun, and then we're gonna, so E, the shotgun. That is a 1,550 damaging combo. Broken build. I honestly think this is the easiest one to make because it's just Yomi. And it is very broken. And it's versatile as well because your E guard breaks as well as your R. So if you can land either one of those, you're honestly set. So let's say you guard break, right? White walk, you do that. Well, obviously white walking doesn't work on the dummies. But let's say it did. So then you do that. Just like that. That is 1,175. You could probably go higher depending on what you do. But yes, this is the easiest one to attain and the most broken, if you ask me.
Okay, for this one, we'll be using Koi. And the move or the combo is going to be called Tsunami, believe it or not. Because of, the quake of the earth and you get it. So for this one, you're going to go 725 health, 250 stam, 80 into Devil Fruit, so that you still have your Quake, the Quake move. And then you can also go 645 into gun and 25 for fighting style, or you can change that up and put a little bit more to Quake for the ultimate for final circle, depending on what you want to do.
Alright, so the combo with this is pretty simple. We're going to rely on the head crusher because it applies the days. So we're going to do white walk into the grab. And the thing with this one is you have to time it pretty right. So the third quake stomp, you're going to press E and you're going to M1 really fast. Otherwise, you won't get stunned. But as you see, that did 661 damage in total. It's not as good as the Yomi, obviously, but Yomi isn't always an option. And Gura is actually more versatile as well because, you have the shock punch and the blast clutcher, as always. And you can always put more into it to get the ult for late game or whatever. And on top of that, like I said, the blast clutcher and all that applies pressure, guard breaks, things like that. So you can get a easy guard break, do whatever you can do from there. Honestly, you can probably, I'll say you shotgun with like any one of these builds, because I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but you might be able to shoot them while they're guard broken as well, because shotgun base damage on the dummy does, let me see how much Genesis does. Wow, it's not as much as I thought it was. Oh wow, did they nerf this? I mean, 280 is not that much, but it's fine. I don't think it's worth going for that. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother. But yeah, you can always just guard break or do whatever, or full combo again, white walk, grab, and then third quake stomp. You're gonna use Cupid's right again. You gotta be very quick. See, otherwise it doesn't work. You just get them once, but you have to be very quick. Very quick. Here's the combo one last time. It's done right. Oh, we got up to 700 that time. So yeah, it's obviously RNG, but it does a lot of damage if you can land the grab and time it perfectly. It's not as good as the other ones, but it still works. So we're going to be using that if we ever get plague. And we're going to move on to the next build.
For this build, we're going to be using Suna, and the name of this build is going to be Dry Snow. You're going to find out why it's called that in a second. I know it may sound corny, but you're going to see in a second why it's called that.
Before we get to that, here were the stats we're going to use. We're going to use 725 health, 250 stam, 300 devil fruit, 425 gun, and 25 for your fighting style. But the only issue with this build here is, as you can see, we can use the E move there. That's 200 damage. But the plan with this build, how this build was going to work, I was going to use Desert Storm as well as the E here, right? But the only issue with that is it does not stack with each other. I guess it's because of the frames of the Cupid bow just don't hit the dummy or hit the player at all when they're in the air. So unfortunately this build is not going to work for us. It would have been really good if it did. I mean, we could pretend it does though, if you want to. I mean, if I get it in VR, I might use it. You can do it as a scare factor to scare people away. Like, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to fight that guy. Look how much damage he's doing. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and skip straight to the next fruit.
Actually, before we head on to the next fruit, which you can see on the screen is here, I found out while editing that video, or this video, that the Suna build actually did work. It just wasn't high damage. Maybe if you could change the stats around, you can do a lot of damage. Who knows? But the build did work. I found that out after I was editing.
The heat build, we're gonna go 725 health, 250 stam, 85 double fruit, 640 into gun, and 25 into your fighting style.
Oh yeah, the name of this build is going to be called Hail, like hail, you know, because of the ice and the rain. But yeah,
we're gonna do 5 and 1s, maybe white walk, and stun them with that. Hit them with this. Oh my goodness, the 743 damage right there. 5 and 1, stun. Pretty crazy. It's nothing too crazy, but it is pretty crazy. I think 𝐾𝐬 will be my favorite with this, like this type of build, only because of how much damage it does and like how easy it is to use. Like, you don't need to set anything up like with Yomi or time anything perfectly with Gura, or like use Suna and just like you LARP at it doing a lot of damage. This is like actually doing that much damage. Like, 𝐾𝐬 is just so good. Like, it's such a good fruit in general. You have like every move on 𝐾𝐬 is just really good. I mean, it's besides the X, the Frostblade, because let's be honest, what if you ever land the Frostblade without getting punished? But that's pretty it for EA. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have your ult, which you can do that as well. You have your stun, you can do it. Like, there's just so much we can do with EA. It's really good for this. Honestly, I think it's the most broken you can get. It doesn't get more broken than EA.
For our next build, we're going to be using Mochi, and the name of this build is going to be called 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Why 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿? Because yor sounds like ran in Japanese, and then su is barrage, I imagine. But we're going to get Mochi from our surprise guest up here. Is this guy right here. Thank you, sir. Very, very beautiful person right there. Thank you for the Mochi. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys the build.
For your stats, you're gonna go 725 defense, 250 stam, 300 level fruit, 425 gun, 25 fighting style. And here's what the build's gonna look like. As you can probably tell, we ate Mochi for Mochi Barrage. You're gonna do 5 and 1, and then you're gonna do the barrage, stacking with the bow. Or 25, that can't be true. We gotta try that again. There's no way that's true. That is not the true damage that we want to be doing. We need to be doing way more than that. The build is pretty basic, but it works just like the rest. You're gonna stun them and do that high amount of damage that we like to see. Because, oh, yeah, see that? 1,000 damage off of one combo, which I find to be very crazy. 1,000 damage. 1,180. This is scratch what I said about this is by far the most broken and most fun one you can find so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is insane. It's 1,000. You can get up to 1,000 damage with just this build alone. That is crazy. Not to mention, you have other things you can do as well. You still have your Mochi Punch. You still have your Burning Chestnut. You still have your roll. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with this. You have your ult as well. I mean, there's no scenario where you're gonna be using this, but that is insane.
Okay, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna end it there. I mean, obviously you can do way more with Cupid's bow and like just about any fruits. But the point of this video was that I'm gonna show you the broken builds and I'm gonna do them in BR. So let me actually do the BR gameplay and show you guys me using one of these builds inside of BR. So for the sake of time, like I said though, I'm only gonna do like probably 2 of them, demonstrate 2 of the builds, and that'll be that. Because I want to keep this video under 30 minutes, like I said before. So I'll see you guys in BR.
Let's get Cupid's bow. So if we don't get that, I want to say for the sake of the video, I'm just going to back out. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go where the most common chest will be, which is in this area here. Like right down here. I mean, we could get it from a legendary chest, but the likelihood of us getting that is very low compared to all of the chests here. It's the only thing we're really looking for at the moment. It's that Cupid's bow. There's a high chance we'll get it this game, based on the fact there's so many rare chests. I can come back for like other loot and things like that later on, but we need the Cupid's bow over anything. I'll fight this guy right up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and restart. I'll use this weapon. Never used this before. Looks like he wants to fight me anyway. Oh wow, we need to eat a fruit. Oh, I thought that had hyper armor. Oh, wow, that's insane. Honestly, I think I'm gonna kill him. I don't think there's anyone who's gonna kill me. He seems pretty bad. Oh wow. Wow, this weapon sucks. Guys, it's really bad. But I had to go forward. Okay, two legendary chests right next to each other. Come on, come on. And no Cupid, so. Oh, 𝐒𝐿. Gotta be very good for mobility to find this bow. Actually. Yeah, this will work, this will work. I feel it this time. Oh my gosh, there's so many chests here. You can have the chest, bro. Just kick me out of combat is all I ask. Oh my gosh, bro, I didn't even get anything from the chest, bro. Oh my gosh, there's so much loot. How much could be looted, but no Cupids, no. It's like this weapon is a myth. Oh my gosh. Like, bro, can you go away, please? Let's see, what do I have to eat to get away from this guy? Because he's just gonna annoy me. Alright, so, we did not get Cupid's bow, but this is ridiculous. I'll show you how hard I tried to get this game. So we got Zushi, we got Suna, Yomi, Smoke, Yuki, Gura, and Pika. All in like a regular VR match, not Mythical Madness, nothing like that. I've tried so hard to get this Cupid's bow, it's insane. And I still don't even have it. Like, what is this game?
Alright, I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't gotten Cupid's bow since I've been playing, and it's been a while now. So, like, obviously you're not gonna get Cupid's bow every game, so you won't be able to use these specific builds, like, every time in BR. But, like, if you were able to hit Cupid's bow, you can use these builds. That's all that this video is about. It's just, like, I'm gonna have to do a series on this, like obviously as well, because you need more things to do in BR than just use Cupid's build for broken builds. If you attended watching this video thinking you're gonna use these builds to win every game, that's just not the case. Obviously, you're gonna get damage from like using these builds, yes, and that's the sole purpose of like destroying the lobby with these builds. But if you can't get the items, you obviously can't use the build. So don't think you're gonna be able to just win every game and get Cupid's build every single game, because that's not happening. As you can see, I'm struggling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you like a clip of me doing this in arena, and I'll show you the build I use. Before I get to that, look at these 2 times I actually did manage to get the Cupid's build, but like it was pointless because just watch what happened in both clips when I actually got the Cupid's build.
Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh. I got killing that guy was the right call. Oh my gosh. He gave me exactly what I needed. Thank you, random person. No, actually. Thank you, 1000%. Oh my gosh. I can't afford to die here. I really can't afford to die here. Why does he want it? Like, oh my gosh, no, I'm gonna have to kill him. There's no way around it. Goodness, I flipped the whole match already, but it's fine. I'll just do it again. It's not that big of a deal, right? So basically, here's the stats I'm using, and it's different from BR stats, obviously, because my level's a little different. But to make up for it, I have no accessories, like literally none, and I have the average health you have in a BR match with a quite different stam regen and the health regen, but this is like average in BR, so it should make up for it. Everything should make up. I didn't put any more into sword or fruit that you could have, just health and stam. So I'll show you how the build works and show you how it's used, because it's very broken, like I said before. I'm just gonna bait this guy's evasive so that he can't actually get out of it.
Going against that guy was a bad example, so I'm just gonna cut to the next guy because that guy was under level.
This is actually the type of guy I want to fight. Someone who actually knows how to play. Alright. Never mind. I don't think I know how to play, but shouldn't be too hard. Oh, he's maggot. Alright, we got that evasive out the way. Oh my goodness, this game is so nasty. I knew you're gonna do that. Oh my goodness. This is build. As you can see, he left the game. I think that speaks for itself how broken the build.
Yeah, like I was saying, you can see now how broken that build is, like just in general. But that's the end of the video. I know it's a little bit over 30 minutes, but bear with me. I mean, it was a long and excruciating pain trying to get that Cupid bow and then BR, and then making this video took a while as well. So if you can, just be sure to leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And also, like I said, I'll make this a series if you guys are into it, if this video does good. But if not, I don't know if I can do another one of these, but I'll try my best. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.
Like, oh my goodness.